In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with y'all a stock that has a pretty solid setup for tomorrow to make some money on. We're also going to look at the overall markets to get you guys prepared as always. Alright, y'all, let's dive into the charts right off the bat. We got the Nasdaq futures, and yesterday I gave you guys a warning. There's a giant bear on the thumbnail of yesterday's video. I was bearish for today, and today we definitely got that bearish move. Now looking at how everything is playing out, if you look at the SPY itself, the gap on the left got taken care of. Finally, it got taken care of today. A lot of you have this question: is it over yet? Is this where we bounce? Maybe. I'm going to stick with the opinion that I had yesterday. Y'all remember what I told y'all yesterday? The very first thing that I think about when I look at QQQ, which looks like this, right? We're gonna go on to the 4-hour. So this is QQQ. We got these little points of dip buyers, and then they give out. There's a breakdown. Initially, when I look at this, again, 450 is where I think it's gonna drop, and we might see that tomorrow. Like if you look on the left hand side, you will see that the futures are up by a little bit. I see 0.29%, 0.30, but things can quickly change in the morning or even in the middle of the day tomorrow. But as of right now, as the way things stand, I believe the bears are still in control of this downtrend. I don't think it's quite done yet. All right, so now another thing to look at, let's look at the VIX. Yeah, so this is the VIX, and the VIX didn't move to 21 today like I thought it would. Like it went up from yesterday, but not by much. It only went up to 19.36 before we had that big rebound in the middle of the day, followed by the sell-off on the indices, which means the rise in the VIX. So this one is still uptrending. Lots of VIX buyers out here. So this candle, we might see it tomorrow if everything plays out well and we see QQQ drop to 450. All right, now the stock that I want to share with all of you in today's video, that stock is, let me go on the 1 minute. That stock is DELL, Dell. All right, now with Dell, the reason why I want to share this one with y'all is for multiple reasons. We're gonna look at it from the big picture all the way down to the very small details. First and foremost, it didn't do too well during earnings. It collapsed. All right, and then it's been playing games all throughout these weeks and forming a bearish pennant on the 4-hour. This is the part where we zoom in. There's a giant bearish pennant on here, similar to NVDA. All right, not the same, similar, but not the same. All right, this thing broke down a while ago, which I took a trade on, which I shared with you guys in the previous video, from here all the way down to here. Now this thing right here is still going down. It's not done yet. There is a giant gap at the bottom right here all the way down to 96, and right now the price of the stock is 111.60 cents. Like I told you before, I don't know exactly when these gaps are going to be filled. All right, but the structures make it a little bit easier to have an idea of when it could happen. Now we're gonna zoom in again. Now the reason why I'm sharing it for tomorrow specifically is because of what happened intraday. First we had the little sell-off right here, and then we have the bearish pennant right there, which breaks down with increasing volume in the last 15 minutes of market hours. All right, and typically with this, again, if it's supposed to behave really, really well, we shouldn't see the price get back above 100, and we shouldn't see the price get back above 112. All right, what we should want to see is we should want to see this thing actually open up lower, like 110 would be nice, followed by a flush all the way down to 105, somewhere over here. That's the kind of move that we want to see. It might play games in the morning, like we might see just a little bit of a spike, especially if the indices are not negative out the gates. We might see just a little bit of a push, kind of like a pump fake, before we see the drop. So be watchful. I would say be watchful. Best case scenario, we just open up lower or at the same price and then fall. Best case scenario. But just know that that little pump fake could also happen. Yeah, it could. Definitely could. All right. Now, that's the main stock for this video. Now let's do with updates. For those of y'all who watched yesterday's video, all I gotta say is congratulations. That video was quite timely, and we gotta do an update on none other than the video. All right. I explained to you guys why I was very bearish on the video, and I did take a trade on it, right? So after that SMH trade that I showed you guys in the last video, 3 minutes before the markets close, I bought puts on there because the structure was so clean that I had to buy puts on there, and then I had to make a video about it so that all of you can make money on it as well. All right, so the structure was clean, and then it immediately faded down out the gates. It opened up a little bit lower. This is the type of action that we want to see with Dell, right? This one opened up $2 lower than what it was yesterday, and it started to just fade throughout the whole day. At 9:08, I ended up selling some puts from NVIDIA, and then like 8 minutes later, I ended up getting out of NVIDIA completely. Let's go back to, so this is it right here, right? So 9:08 is right there when I saw this green candle, and then 9:16 is when this thing really started to like curl. That's when I was out of all of my puts, and yeah, and on the day I was up by like $8,500. So this is some of the contracts that I bought, and this is another from today. Everybody else did really good as well. We gotta see here, somebody made some money on Tesla calls, I believe. It is okay. So as you can see, some people made money on puts right here. Somebody else made about $2,000 on a day. This person right here ended up making 18,000. So shout out to you for making bank on the video. Somebody else ended up doubling their money as well. So overall, it was a good day for, hopefully it was a good day for you guys as well. The trades were it was straightforward. Like the descending triangle was popping up over and over and over again. So now, as for tomorrow, somebody asked me what's going to happen with the video, right? Is it still in play? I definitely think so. It's very far away from $99.50. It's almost like a break and retest. First opportunity to make money over here, and also another opportunity to make money on the drop after the rejection of 117. Keep in mind the gap is at the bottom right here at like $95, just like Dell. This one also has that gap at the bottom, and the volume is also still increasing, and the candle is a red candle. So just be on the lookout for a continuation down. Just be on the lookout for that. Now let's do another updates. If you didn't take the video short, hopefully you took Google short, because I did warn you guys. This was the second stock that I gave you from yesterday. I told y'all have an alert right below 171, and as soon as it rings, be ready to take a trade down. Be ready to short it down. All right, puts were up by like 300% just from this little move right here. So congrats if you were able to make some money on it. Is it done dropping? The answer is no. At least I don't think so. I don't think so, because typically after these negative reaction through earnings, the stock tends to like slowly fade downwards for weeks, and the gap at 155 is still present and is still acting like a magnet. So it's only a matter of time before that gets filled and before we start seeing some type of reversal with Google. So that's my honest thoughts on all of these stocks, and that is the end of the video. Do not forget to annihilate the like button as always. I make these videos from Sunday to Thursday at exactly 10 p.m. Eastern time. So definitely click on that subscribe button and click on that notification bell. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community where you can get all of this information in real time as I see them, along with the details of the contracts that I buy, and most importantly, the reason why I take the trades that I take to begin with. That way you get to learn along the way. You can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. Don't forget to follow me on social media at Paul and Guma, and at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on X. And lastly, to get some free stocks with Webull, you can use the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in tomorrow. Wait a minute. Today's Thursday. I will see all of you in Sunday night's video.